Got another great artist joining us as well from Adelaide, South Australia, the scene of tonight's event. Singer-songwriter from Adelaide, Australia. He was a singer and bass player in a Christian rock band in the 80s. Then he went on to play pubs and clubs and was Darwin's wedding singer extraordinaire. After getting a little lost in life, he had a visit from the man himself, Jesus Christ. Soon after, he picked up the guitar again and started writing his own songs. Songs for the soul, inspired from dreams and life events. It's a little country, a little rock, and a little folky. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Reds Room stage, live from Australia, Mr. Rod Harrison.
Thank you very much there.
Wait till we get something. There we go. Thanks, mate. Welcome, guys. Hello, USA. I know Los Angeles very well. Been there many times. Some great people there. My first song is called Lady Blue, and it's about a dear friend of mine that passed away last year. She was an Aboriginal woman from Central Australia, Kathleen Martin, and she had quite an amazing encounter with the living God, and she started painting pictures from what she saw in her spirit. She gave me a picture called Destiny Dreaming. It's a beautiful picture, and I forgot to bring it today. I was going to put it up there. But I also wrote a song called Lady Blue, and we both realized that the song was about the picture. Amazing how God brings things together. The song's called Lady Blue. It's a wedding song. Let's walk around the desert till we make some rain. She got a white dress on, flowers in her hair. She's walking on top of the ground, round and round. She got a bright blue shoes and hair of flame. Lady Blue, Lady Blue. She's looking for a cowboy in a dusty red hat. He's got size down rims, guitar on his lap. He's singing her songs, singing her song. He's walking up the river with a bottle of red. Lady Blue, Lady Blue. He's a love-struck king. She's a love-struck queen. It's a love-struck theme. It's a love-struck dream. Lady Blue, we love you. Lady Blue. Their destiny written in the stars. Since the dream time, it's been a lean time. It's a long lost love story about a girl and her glory. He's a love-struck king. She's a love-struck queen. It's a love-struck theme in a love-struck dream. Lady Blue, Lady Blue. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are, how blessed you are. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are, how blessed you are. Lady Blue. Waiting patiently. Seem like eternity. He's got the word of truth and a ring for you, and he's running for his lady blue, lady blue, lady blue, lady blue. There we go. Hey guys, can I just have a little bit of vocal through the foldback? Thanks, just the foldbacks. Well, give me a sec while This guitar has a name. This guitar is from California, a beautiful guitar made by Taylor. I bought this at the Guitar Center in North Hollywood for you Californians who are watching. Quite a story behind it, actually. But no time to tell the story now. This song is for all the single folk. Yeah, I know that one. It's called When. Lonely is a day I've known too long. I'll linger here until someday comes along. Lying in the sun too long. This dryness permeates my soul. To hold a hand and share my wine, a measure of my sanity, to be heard and be seen, to be two by two. Better not leave a man alone to fight this war unseen. Gotta be so much better than this beer and crap TV. Oh, when she waiting for that tall night to come? Is she chained to that big bad wolf at her door? Lonely is a night left undone. I'll linger here till my time is done, and then it will be when will it be then? Oh, when to hold a hand and share my wine, a measure of my sanity, to be heard and be seen, to be two by two. Better not leave a man alone to fight this war unseen. Gotta be so much better than this beer and crap TV. Oh, when this table for one gets me undone. That friend to care when there is no one. Lonely is a day I've known too long. I'll linger here till my day has come. Then it will be when will it be then? Oh, when to hold a hand and share my wine, a measure of my sanity, to be heard and be seen, to be two by two. Better not leave a man alone to fight this war unseen. He's so much better than this beer and crap TV. Oh, well. There we go. Thank you. Excuse me a sec while we Here's another song. This is a song about unrequited love. It's also a spiritual song. If only you knew how much I think of you. If only you knew the depth of my heart to you. All the thoughts I have to you. Agree, and they see what I see, and the angels agree. If only you knew how much I see in you. If only you knew the pleasure I see. What I see in you. Oh, and the angels agree, and they see what I see, and the angels agree. If only you knew what I did for you. Only you knew all that's been done for you. Oh, I gave my all for you. Agree, and they sing what I see, and the angels agree. Oh, I hold a flame over you. I hold a flame. Hey. Oh, what he has done for us, hey. Steve, I'm going to borrow the drummer from Ben's band. We're well rehearsed, aren't we, mate? Yep. Oh, just give me a second, guys. I'm just going to, for all you musos out there, you got to love the drop D tuning. Who uses drop D? Any guitarists out there? It's a whole new world opens up, hey? And then you write all these songs. And then you think, gee, that was good. And then you go to perform them live and you go, oh dear, now I'm going to have to tune my guitar again. Anyway. This next song, I am so fortunate nowadays. I get a lot of dreams from heaven. And a couple of years ago, I got a whole series of dreams in one night. The Lord told me they were coming. And sure enough, He kept me up all night. But these dreams This song's called Open the Iris. And it's a prophecy of sorts. God loves this nation. I know he loves America too. Don't worry, I know that. We know that. But I have a special relationship with the Aboriginal folk of Central Australia. And this dream was about them. I'll get myself organised here. So you ready? I'm not. Let me tell you the story of the boy. He had time on his hands and his knees. He would sit on his heel and look directly at the sun. Oh, daydreamer. Oh, daydreamer. Let me tell a story of the boy. What he saw sitting in his cage. He would lie down and fly so high. Oh, too close to the sun. Open the iris, let the light come in, light come in. Open the iris, let the light come in, light come in. Let me tell you about a circle of trees, close tight like a pupil, looking at the sun, till I pulled on the handle of the machine, and it opened wide. It came to life. Once there were dust and rocks, now I see lush forest green. I saw a stone mansion built into the range, a permanent river where there once was rage. Oh, gatekeeper, oh, daydreamer, a city of dreams, or so it seems. Open the iris, let the light come in, light come in. Open the iris, let the light come in, light come in. Hey. Thank you. Cool. Thank you very much. Whew.
I guess that's it. Is that my cue? Welcome back, everybody, to Red's Room live here on a Friday night, Saturday morning, or early afternoon, I should say, in Australia. Rod Harrison, everybody. Great to have him with us on an all new edition of our program. Some comments coming in via Facebook. Yolanda Reese watching us from Trinidad and Tobago says, very beautiful. I love acoustic music. Love this acoustic sound and the box drumming. Denise loved that one as well. Denise Winter, thank you so very much for watching us from New Jersey. Darren Sweet, who I believe is from Australia, says, nice voice. Denise Lewis, who's watching us from Oklahoma, says, he sings really good. What a talent. Yes, indeed. Great to have you with us on an all-new edition of our program. Some great feedback among our community tonight. Josh says, awesome. Bianca, great music for those watching on Zoom tonight. Whether you're watching us and following us on Zoom, whether you're watching us on Facebook, whether you are in the venue, wherever you are taking part, thank you for tuning in and making us a part of your Friday night, or in Australia's case, Saturday afternoon. Lots of great music still to come, as we've only hit the halfway mark. Rod is joining us. Rod, when did you, now you said you got a wake-up call, if you will, a visit from the man himself, Jesus Christ. What was that wake-up call like for you spiritually, and when did you feel the call to music similar to what you are doing right now, what we saw just a few minutes ago?
Oh, it's a long, involved story, but to keep it really short, I initially started off as a Christian rock band evangelist sort of deal. Got into life and a career that took me around the world and stuff, and I basically went off on my own little journey. Failed marriage had me in a bad place. 2010, in a place called Woy Woy, north of Sydney, I'm standing there and the whole time stopped, shoom, and about 3 meters, that's about 6 feet for you Americans, 3 meters in front of me, just to the left, sitting like this, was my man. He just looked at me. And I was actually full of shame. I'd done a lot of wrong things. I got myself involved in a whole bunch of stuff that I knew was wrong. But I'd sort of signed off and said, I don't care anymore. And he came to me, and he cares. He deeply cares. And I didn't turn from my shameful ways straight away, but it was the wake-up call. And from that time, yeah, a lot has happened. So he's certainly a redeemer. I've seen that firsthand.
I know your music has kind of spoke to me, especially when you dedicated a song to the single guys out there. Unfortunately, I am one too. I've had a marriage of my own break apart a couple of years ago, and I can tell that testimony through your music. What do you say when you enter that portion of the show, as you did, when you encounter either single folks or guys who have had, broken marriages and are recovering spiritually? What do you say to those folks, having gone through that yourself and rebounding from that?
Well, having gone through it yourself, it sucks. It's terrible. And there's not much you can say other than, I'm with you. And I think from a spiritual point of view, Jesus Christ came to this earth, and most people in the end turned their back on him. And so he goes to us, I'm with you. I understand. I can empathize. Being single is also a good place to discover yourself and put everything of yourself back into God if you take that opportunity. I think what I would say is, well, it's an opportunity to find yourself in Christ. Because I think we get involved in our families and our identities, in our wife or our family, our kids, and when that ends, you really are left standing alone. So the wilderness does have its place in life. Yeah.
What's up next for you here in the coming months as we roll through this next season? Is it more songwriting, more performances like you did today? A little bit of all of it. What's up next for you musically?
I can be very honest and say I have no idea. I would love to record some of my songs. I have done them in my bedroom, but I want to get a full real band together so the music breathes rather than a track on a computer. So that's something I have in mind, but I need to find the right people, I guess. I'm waiting for that to happen. COVID, anyone who's a musician has known that the whole rug has been pulled out of the music industry in many ways. So I think we're all waiting to see how it recovers. But I don't really have any defined idea of what I'm going to be doing next other than what I'd like to do next.
Now, you mentioned a little bit country, a little rock, a little folky. Who are some of your musical influences that have helped shape you musically along the way in your musical calling?
Well, being a bit older and my music influences started in the 1980s. And in the 1980s, we were all fed the same music through MTV, and so I'm in this generation that we all know Dire Straits, we all know all those great rock bands. Nowadays, I love the Foo Fighters, I love heavy rock. I used to do that in pubs and clubs. But what's coming out of me as a songwriter, I think it's as you get older, heavy rock turns into country rock, doesn't it? You lose a bit of energy and you start to reflect on yourself a bit more. So I sometimes on a good day think I'd love to be up there with Dave Kroll going rock and roll. But most of the time I'll just get the acoustic out and keep it low key. Yeah, that's my music taste. I love rock.
Is there a certain thing you enjoy more? Do you enjoy more of the full band sound, or do you enjoy doing more of like the acoustic, just you and the guitar gigs, or do you like them both for different reasons as a musician?
I guess I play by myself because I don't have a band. I'd love to have a band. I feel very naked up there by myself. I started off my music in a band, and then I played in pubs and clubs with another person, and also with computer tracks and all the MIDI files coming with you. So when you strip it all back to just me and the guitar, I do feel rather vulnerable. It's uncomfortable, but it's been very good for me as a musician, I think.
For those who are honing their musical craft, what's one good piece of advice that you have found along the way that you could pass on to someone else?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we try and write to copy what we hear and what we like, but I think you need to find the place that it's uniquely from you. For me, I've found that with the Holy Spirit. I'll be in a time of meditation, or I'll just know the Lord's going, there's a song coming. And I sit down by myself and I just let it come out. So it comes out. For me, it's quite original. I'm not trying to copy anyone. So that's one thing. And once the idea comes out, I do it in front of a computer screen because I'm not very good at knowing music theory, but I can watch where my fingers are. So I have to go back. I say, oh, that's what I was playing. I do that. And the other thing, have an eye for detail. The song, you might have a great idea, but there's always more you can do to it. And I tend to write into the computer, put all the ideas in, then it's too crowded, then I pull out all the stuff, so it goes through a process. But just, have an eye for detail. There's always more you can do to your song.
And that Denise Lewis, who's watching us, I believe, from Oklahoma, says powerful testimony that gentleman has. And she says, I may live in a different state, but I will always be a California girl. She must have been from California originally there, maybe near out where Red is. Rod Harrison is with us on an all-new edition of our program. For those who are listening and watching your set tonight, either they're familiar with your music or maybe from a nationwide international audience for the first time hearing your music for the first time, beyond the music, what message of hope and encouragement and inspiration do you want to give those folks that are watching us tonight?
He is always so close to us. No matter what you're going through, the battle's in our head. It's in our mind. And half the struggle is just to refocus on him. For me, I get a guitar out. I'll get a Bible out. I'll just start reading his word. Just find him. He's not far away. It's the cloud and the fog in the head that does us in most of the time. I know life can be hard and strange, and It seems like there's a lot of stuff coming at you, but you can actually ride out any storm by learning how to take a deep breath, shut yourself off from the world, find a quiet space. He's always there.
Profound words indeed, my friend. There's a value, especially that I'm finding lately, of just taking that deep breath, just allowing his peace amidst any storm to try to wash over you and realize that he is there, that despite what humans do, he hasn't left you nor forsaken you in any circumstance that you face. So good tonight. Thank you for blessing us with your music, your gift, and your talent tonight. For those who want to continue following along more of your musical journey, what you'll be coming up with next, places you'll be, things like that, what are some spots, social media, and web information that we can find you on?
I don't have anything out anywhere.
Oh, well.
No, it's
Watch
I
this replay back to hear the music of Rod Harrison, everybody.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit fussy. I want to record, and when you see something out there, it's right, it's done right. I've got stuff which is okay, but I don't want to release it. So give me another year, we'll see where I'm at.
Is there socials we can follow you on and stay connected when you do get that far?
I was born in 1968, so I know how to use a computer, but the Facebook stuff, mate, I'm dependent on my 3 wonderful kids to help me out there, so they're not here. Yeah.
True. Well, whatever is next on your musical journey, we thank you for blessing us. It was such an incredible talent, and your music definitely ministered to a lot of people, myself included, tonight. So thank you for joining us and being a part of this special Australian takeover edition of Red's Room in front of a live Australian audience and broadcast worldwide tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.